All righty, so the meeting is now recorded. So I'm calling the meeting to order at 5:31. So if we can, thank you everyone for being here on this night. If I could start to have Chief of Staff Peters do roll call.
Senator Gonzalez, Senator Niet, Senator Manning, Senator Anderson, Senator Vargas, Senator Waller, Senator Rojas, Senator Tran,
Present.
Senator McCain, Senator Campo, Senator McNamara, Senator Buchanan, Senator Kirkby, Senator Brown, Senator Kipp, Senator Templeton, Senator Kai,
Present.
Senator O, Senator Carnes, Senator Holman,
Here.
Senator Santee, Senator Reed, Senator King, Senator Minnick,
Here.
Senator McAdams, Senator Govea, Senator Harlan, Senator Bhatia, Senator Black, Senator Mattern,
Here.
Senator Khan,
Here.
Senator Okiki,
Here.
Chief Justice Burleson.
Thank you, Chief of Staff Peters. So we'll move on along. So we are asking for the approval of last week's minutes. So it's sharing the screen. No. Okay, there we go. So I'm just gonna scroll through if anyone has anything. That is right. That's right. So we did not have, well, we had minutes from the previous meeting before that. So I am just going to scroll through here if you see or know of anything. We have all in favor say aye. Any opposed say nay. The ayes have it. It is passed. The meetings of the previous meeting is approved. Is anyone here for open forum? Seeing none, I would like to introduce our speaker for Speaker's Podium, Cynthia Martinez, Executive Director of the Office of International Programs.
Okay. Right in the middle. All right. Well, hi, everyone. My name is Cynthia Martinez, and I am with the Office of International Programs. Quick background about myself. I moved to Tyler in 2019. Prior to that, I lived in South Texas, where I worked at another institution. At that institution, I took on several roles. I was a recruiter once upon a time, and then I worked in student engagement, and then I moved over to international programs. I'm gonna call out my age, I guess, since 2011, and I've been doing that since then. And so it's something that I really enjoy doing. I love working with international programs, international students, internationalization. And so today I'm going to talk to you about what our office does, and then hopefully you guys have some questions for me. But I want to start off with one of our office has like 4 major areas. One of those areas is International Student Services. And so what we do in that office is we oversee all international student visas. So those are the F1 visa and the J visa. So I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but this university has over 60 countries that are represented on our campus. And so we have students from all over the world that come and study here at this institution. The degrees that they come and study vary. They can study engineering to computer science to technology, psychology or education. Really, they're pretty spread out. And so our office is responsible for overseeing their visas. And so we oversee their visas through a system called CVIS. And so we just have to confirm that the students are here, that they're enrolled for the proper number of courses and things like that. That sounds really boring, but I promise you it's entertaining. It's fun stuff. But one of the other things that we do in our office is we celebrate our international students and their culture. And so I don't know if you guys have been to some of our events, and I think I've seen some of you there at some of our events. And so, for example, we celebrate Diwali, which is an Indian holiday. And that is held sometime either in October or November. It really depends on when the holiday is. We also celebrate International Education Week. That is held in November. And we recently celebrated Lunar Year at the UC Ballroom. We also celebrated Hispanic Heritage Month back in September. And then we're going to celebrate Holi in March. Holi is when you see everybody throwing that colorful powder. And so the purpose of those events is just for the students to share the culture and for students to have an international experience while they're here at the institution. And the other large area of our office is study abroad. I don't know how many of you have ever considered studying abroad or have already participated in a study abroad program, but just as an example for what's upcoming this summer here at UT Tyler, we have several programs, but the more popular programs is psychology in London, and that is being led by Dr. Lauren Thomas. We have political science in Europe, and that's being led by Dr. Sturkin, and they're going to London, Paris, and Berlin. And then we have education in Belize with Dr. Yanira Oliveras. And then we have global health in India, and that includes pharmacy, nursing, and health science that students can participate in, and they're going to go to India, and they're going in August. We're going to be hosting a study abroad fair on Thursday, this coming Thursday at the UC foyer from 11 to 2. And there are scholarships available for UT Tyler students. So the scholarships that are available in our office are only for you guys. Obviously, you have to qualify for the scholarships. You have to have the GPA. You need to be obviously a student here and apply for one of the programs, and you get to receive funds from our institution. There are external scholarships that students can apply for as well. For example, if you are from the military or you're going to a specific region, there are scholarships that are available for students, and we provide information on that. We guide you. We provide information for parents because we know that sometimes parents have a lot of questions about where are their sons or daughters going to. Oh, and I almost forgot. Camry is also leading a program this spring break. She's taking a group of students to Costa Rica for a service learning program. So that's really exciting. She's taking about 15 students, right? Yes, that's coming up. And then one of the other areas that our office oversees is passport services. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but our office we are a passport facility. So that means that anybody that qualifies for a US passport is able to go to our office and apply for a passport. We are by appointment only. However, on February 15th from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m., we're going to stay open a little bit later to allow for families or those individuals that work like an 8 to 5 job to be given the opportunity to apply for a US passport at that time. And right now it's getting a lot busier in our office regarding passports because people are planning their summer vacations. And so the processing time for a regular passport as of today is 8 to 11 weeks. So it is taking a little bit of time. It was 5 to 8 weeks, but now because summer is coming and it's around the corner, it's taking a little bit longer. So if you're interested, or you know if anyone that is interested in applying for a passport, please encourage them to go to our office. The other area that our office focuses on is a program called IELI, that is the Intensive English Language Institute. And that program is designed for individuals who want to learn English. So for example, if we have some international students that come to UT Tyler and they want to get a little bit better and improve their English speaking skills, they can go ahead and enroll in our program. And a UT Tyler professor teaches the courses. And so it is an intensive English language program. So if students enroll, it's highly intensive and they're pretty much in the classroom half of the day, every day out of the week. Are there any questions about our office, what we do, or how you can participate in the study abroad program? Yes.
You said there were scholarships available for military dependents, stuff like that. How would that, what does that entail?
Yeah.
If you could repeat the question for us.
Oh, sure. The question was that I had mentioned that there were scholarships available for military dependents. Yes, there are. There is a Gilman scholarship that is available. And that is, it's the John McCain Gilman Scholarship that is only available for individuals that are dependents of military veterans. And the application does open up. It is very strict on when the application opens up and closes, but then there are other benefits that you can talk to Colby Dillard about. You know Colby?
I know him very well.
Okay, yeah, Colby is awesome. Colby can also help you. Let's say, for example, so what I mentioned earlier today regarding study abroad was only summer programs, but we have semester-long programs. At the moment, we have about 5-6 students that are currently abroad right now. And so they're studying abroad in some of our partner institutions. So that means that if, let's say you guys decided to study abroad this spring semester, you would enroll at UT Tyler. However, your classes would take place abroad in one of our exchange partner schools. And our exchange partner schools are in the UK, Belgium, and our most recent agreement is with the university in South Korea. South Korea has become extremely popular with our students. There's a lot of interest, but you can talk to Colby about some of those benefits, because I do know that if you're receiving benefits, those transfer over to programs that are held during the regular fall or spring semester. Yeah.
So we did have a question from Kina right there, and then Chief Sapir sent the link. However, she ran into this issue. Do you know anything about that?
Yes. So our appointments are completely full. We open them up in by 2 weeks in advance, but we've been opening them up a little bit more, and they get filled so quickly because we provide this service to individuals in the community. However, if you're one of our students, we will definitely try and accommodate you. If you need a passport because you're going to travel or whatever the situation is, we do really try and accommodate you. You are our students. It's not preference, but we do try and help you guys out. So if it says no appointments, you can email me, or you can email our, or you can just email me. My email is the longest email here at UT Tyler. It's Cynthia Martinez at uttyler.edu, just my name altogether. And then we can help you schedule an appointment. But honestly, if you are really considering applying for a passport right now, I would recommend that you come to our office on the 15th from 4 to 7. We never do walk-in appointments, but we do try and have passport days. So we're going to have one on the 15th, and then we're going to have another one during spring break, because that is really when children are not in school. So if you have smaller siblings that are not going to be going to school during that time, we'll schedule another passport day so you can encourage them to come to our office and apply for a passport.
Any other questions? Any other questions? Yes, if there's any other questions from the Zoom.
Are there any other questions in the Zoom? Yep, that's me. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for having me today. And I really hope that you guys sign up for a study abroad program. It's honestly a life-changing experience for those of you that have traveled internationally. I'm sure that you've experienced that before, and share those experiences with students and encourage them to visit our office. I promise we're really friendly. So, oh, by the way, our office is not on main campus. We're across the street. We're at the corner of Varsity and Omen, and it's a little house. So we always have coffee and tea and water available for students. If you guys are bored or want coffee or a beverage, please stop by our office. We also have a meditation room available, and that's open to anybody. UT Tyler students, faculty, and staff. And so you can go and hang out and just go and check out the place. All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. So moving right along. So up next is officer reports. So I have the officer report from Landry. For President Smith, his officer report states he attended UT SAC. He spoke with Chancellor Milliken and other UT system leaders about micro-credentialing initiatives, the little certificates that the provost came and talked to us about. He is also working on setting a date for this year's safety and accessibility walk. He'll be getting back to us on that soon. He is finalizing candidacy meeting times for elections, which we'll actually be talking about later today. He's also preparing for an upcoming meeting with President Calhoun, and that is actually where he's at currently. He is at an event with President Calhoun, so that is why I am stepping in tonight. For me, Vice President Bennett, so I've been working on midnight breakfast. We're getting stuff finalized and getting stuff ready to go for that. So if you have any ideas, any concerns, any questions, please visit us at Events Committee every Tuesday at 4:30. We are usually in 103, right next door. And so just come enjoy, have fun, talk, bring us some ideas. So Secretary Dix.
In the past 2 weeks, I have updated the website. I don't know if I told you guys that already, but everyone's on the website. And I've been working on getting the Instagram posts out and keeping the story updated, and the rest will be in committees.
Hello. So this is Beverly, the treasurer. Okay, so I'm not really doing much. I've been emailing some groups about SGAC, and I feel like that's what I tend to always do. And then I scheduled a hearing for this week, so I'll talk about that whenever we go to SGAC stuff. And then I wanted to mention that I'm actually going to the little Service Costa Rica trip, and I'm super excited to go with Camry and everybody. So really take advantage of that stuff because it's a lot of fun.
I've been working on constitution changes that we'll be presenting next week, as well as a student survey that I'm working on with Chloe.
As a reminder, can you please say your last name and your position? So events.
This is Senator Black. For Events Committee, we just discussed the overview for midnight breakfast, some of Robert's plans, stuff that's gone into, stuff we are still looking into, like different tabling events by the organizations. We've settled on the Met food for this midnight breakfast. We're still finalizing some of the rest of the stuff for that. And then we just, that's pretty much all we talked about. Valerie has a presentation for later. Communications.
Senator McAdams. So for communications, we talked about how Chloe so far has been doing a wonderful job getting everyone on the Instagram page with like the different colleges and like trying to post everybody. One more thing, if you guys didn't post didn't send Chloe your headshots or quotes, please, we can't stress this enough, please send it to her so we can get that like all posted. We also talked a little bit about how we're going to start coming up with like some plans and some posts for the upcoming events that are going to be coming up soon. I don't know, you got anything else to add?
We kind of started, Secretary Dix, apologies. We started talking about some other posts like having to do with the Senate. So we want to do I think I brought this up last semester, but we want to do like introducing the committees as well. So this is more for the committee chairs, and I brought this up a few times. But we're just gonna have the committee chairs like schedule a day, everyone like dressed like nice that they would want it to be posted on the Instagram. And we're gonna post like, these are your representatives for this committee in case like someone sees you like in the UC or in a class or something. And then I'm also gonna post when we meet for GA. So that's just something we're working on.
So Treasurer Luna, SGAC didn't meet last week due to the weather. I ended up just canceling it kind of last minute, just because the internet at Victory and other places were very spotty and stuff. So it's kind of like the decision that we kind of had to make. Though we were supposed to meet with the Asian Student Association. And unfortunately their event is this Thursday, and it's kind of like, so they submitted the request less than 2 weeks. So it's really important if you guys want to like tell people about it, like 2 requests up to 2 weeks in advance. So things like this doesn't happen. So I told them about the reimbursement option. We could have met on tomorrow, reimburse them, stuff like that. But they didn't really want to do that. So I don't know what they're going to do, but it was just for a meeting. So hopefully they're fine. And we will be meeting tomorrow with Beta Alpha Psi. They have an event with minorities in business on February 28th, and they're only requesting about $200 for veggie cookie plates and fruit plates. They have an entrepreneurial like lady, I forgot her name, but it's on Patriots Engage if you guys want to see it. They have her coming in and speaking for them, so that'll be fun. It's during SGA actually, so I guess you guys can't go, but yeah.
Senator Reed, we met on Monday this week, and we finished up a presentation that we're going to be giving at General Assembly next week. And then we're just going over a few different ideas for future presentations this semester that are still kind of in the works.
Senator Kirkby. So we met today. We have like two events we're trying to plan right now. We'd love to do like one with the events committee, kind of collab on it. So that's in the works. And then our Earth Day event, we're working on that too. But we're trying to get all the campuses involved this time. So if you guys got any connections in the Palestine or Longview campus, let me know. Because I have to I'm trying to find people to connect with over there. So yeah.
Thank you all very much. So we'll be moving on to student voice reports. So we are starting with the School of Medicine. Is Perpetual in the chat?
Yes.
All righty, great. Do you have anything to report?
Yes, so I'm Senator Che for School of Medicine, and over at the School of Medicine, we had our groundbreaking for the building last 2 weeks. We are expecting the building to be finished in 2025. And also about our incoming medical students, we have 27 early offers. We are hoping to bring our class size to 40 by April, and class will start in July. We are also establishing a partnership with TJC to start a bachelor's degree in medical laboratory science. And we are also recruiting top-tier researchers for neuroscience. We've started a brand new neurosurgery department. And over at biotechnology also, there's a lot of renovation going on. And we've applied for an NIH grant to support the renovation down at the basement in the biomedical research building. A lot of renovation is going on, hoping to expand the program to include another master's program and possibly a PhD program. So that's the report. Thank you.
Thank you. There's a lot of big things happening here at UT Tyler. We're definitely excited. So School of Health Professions.
Senator Kipp. Only thing I really have is the online students just finished up
midterms, and then we're going to start doing our finals and stuff for our first 7 weeks of this semester in the next like 3 weeks, but that's really about it.
Sorry.
All righty, thank you all. So we will be moving on to the Houston Engineering Center. So that will be Jorian.
Hello, everybody. Hope you guys are having a good evening. Houston has been interesting. It's been unusually cold down here, but we're catching along. So week before last, we had a lot of stuff happen. We had a blood drive on campus that was out front, parked in front of the HCC building at A-Leaf Hayes. We also had a meeting of our ASCE, one of our most active student organizations. It's been an interesting semester. I know over half of our students here are mechanical engineers. Our mechanical engineering department is down about 4 faculty. So there's been some interesting challenges with scheduling classes for the spring and into the fall, including the summer semester, trying to get people the classes they need to graduate and be classified as seniors next semester. But I think everything is coming along. It's just kind of a challenging time, I think, a little bit, but I think more or less everybody is chugging along pretty happily as we can be as engineering students down here. But other than that, I think there's been a couple of new hires in terms of faculty for the civil engineering department and construction management. So they're a welcome addition to that department here at our campus. So we're seeing a couple of new offices filled and a couple of them going empty. So besides that, the spring semester, as always, we're having a senior design expo for our senior design projects down here for engineering. So it's going to be a busy spring semester. We're looking forward to seeing our seniors graduate and present their presentations and having a successful semester. So that's what we got going on down here.
Sounds great. Big things happening down in Houston too. So moving on to the Health Science Center piece.
Hello, everyone. So over at the Health Science Center, we've had a lot of things happen. First of all, we had a new student success advisor who has kind of helped the Health Science Center connect more with UT Tyler. And she's been very helpful particularly for the health insurance, because the systems are kind of different on the Health Science Center and UT Tyler. So she has been very helpful with that. Also, we've also had the Office of International Programs come over to the Health Science Center to educate the students there on a lot. And mostly there's been a lot of progress in the biotech program and the online programs also. We've seen new employee hires. That's mostly it. Last week, I went down to Austin with President Smith to represent the Graduate and Health Committee. So that's it from my end.
All righty, thank you so much. So moving on to, since we have nothing for old business, moving on to new business, I entertain a motion to open discussion on the election process. Is carried by Senator Vargas and seconded by Senator Govea. The executive board met and we we decided on a date for not only the campaign process, but also for the election dates as well. We are still finalizing the dates for candidacy meetings. However, the elections will open for essentially for you to sign up for the elections on February 22nd at 8 a.m. with ballots opening on March 27th at 12 a.m. and closing on March 29th at 5 p.m. Does anyone have any questions? Yes. Okay. Seeing is there any questions in the chat? It'll pop up. Seeing no questions in the chat, I entertain a motion to approve these dates. Okay, the dates for, it will be from, to sign up, it'll start at February 22nd at 8 a.m. and the ballots open on March 27th at 12 a.m. and close on March 29th at 5 p.m. Yes, February 22nd at 8 a.m. Yeah. Yes, sir.
When will we be getting this information like in writing so that everyone can access it?
I did not receive anything from Landry talking about that, so, yeah, we'll be sending this out again as well in the chat, and any form that you will need to fill out, it'll most likely be an engage form. And so you'll just go to Patriots Engage and fill it out. Any further questions?
Do we have to set a time on that? Before X date?
No, we'll just go in and create it.
So we'll send out the information in an email so that everyone has access to it like you would have that.
So we will send out the information in a Qualtrics form for not only all senators and e-board members, but also for every student here at UT Tyler. Any questions? Any further questions? Okay, I entertain a motion to approve the election dates with it opening on February 22nd at 8 a.m. and ballots opening on March 27th at 12 a.m. and closing on March 29th at 5 p.m. So we have the motion carried by Senator Govea and seconded by Senator McAdams. All in favor, say aye. Thumbs up in the chat if you say aye. Any opposed, say nay with thumbs down in the chat. Any abstentions? Hearing none, that is approved, and I will let Landry know. So I entertain a motion to close discussion on the election process. Carried by Senator Vargas and seconded by Senator McAdams. Moving on, so we have an events committee presentation by Valerie. I entertain a motion to open discussion on the events committee presentation. Carried by Senator Vargas and seconded by Senator Black. Valerie, if you please come on up here.
Okay, this semester we are serving service. These are some service ideas for spring 23 semester. Next. So we could do PATH. If y'all don't know what PATH is, it's basically, it's people attempting to help. That's what it stands for. They do things like food drives. They have like case managers that you can volunteer as. This one we did a house painting. I don't know if you can tell, but it's Landry's photoshopped in. That was really fun. I've done it with other groups, other organizations. That's always been a hit. So if y'all want to do that, I could organize that and we could do that again. Another SGA sleigh. Yes. Okay, next. East Texas Food Bank. That'll be like an assembly line thing where we'll just like put food in boxes. And that's really it. It's just I've done it before with a group in high school and that was really fun. All of these, like, it's just as fun as you make it, you know? Anyways, next. Breckenridge. Oh, wow. I'm so sorry. So it's special needs adults. We did those for like clinicals with nursing. You basically just go and hang out with them all day. Like, it's cool. It's fun. And it's a good bonding opportunity. Next. And this is the last one, East Texas Lighthouse for the Blind. This was really cool. I did a clinical here, and we basically just go through like a big presentation about the different kinds of, I don't want to say blindness, but like blindness, what do you say? Visual impairment. Thank you. And they put us in a blindfold and they have us like walk around and like touch things and like teach us how to like put their hand on their shoulder and run it down to their elbow. Just things that people who have visual impairment, what they have to deal with, like we get to experience that. That was really fun. If y'all are interested in that, we just have to get a big group together. Like it can't just be 3 people, like it has to be a whole group. And that's it. So if y'all are interested in any of those, I don't know, like we could just talk about it later, but do we? How do we discuss it? Okay, do we want to open a discussion about it? Do y'all want to talk about it now? Anyone? It's a very, okay, so what do y'all want to talk about? Which ones sound interesting? Like, anyone have anything to add? Yeah, learning about the blind.
I will say I've done the Path House before with honors, and I would say it's actually really fun. Like being able to just work together and do that, and knowing that you're helping somebody out is really cool. So I would say that one's fun because it's also like, I feel like the group size, and correct me if I'm wrong, like you can be as big or as small as you kind of want, and so that one's kind of nice because it's a little bit flexible on that. And so I don't know how we would like organize that for like our group, but I think that'd be really fun.
So I just did one with nursing actually, and I had a bunch of both the deans came, and then a bunch of staff came. It was really fun. We had a few nursing students, but if I coordinate with the guy and I tell him how many people are coming, he'll give us the amount of like paint and amount of stuff for how big the group is. Like I've painted the outside of houses. I've gotten up on ladders and painted houses. And I've also just like gone and like painted the little, whatever that's called. But so yeah, it just depends on how big the group is.
Senator Kip. In Delta Gamma, I have done the vision awareness training with the Lighthouse for the Blind. It is a really cool experience. They show you like how to do just everyday tasks. And you just kind of get to see like the world in their perspective, and you get to meet some really, really awesome people that work there, you know, help out with other people. Doing the thing where you get to like learn how to lead the visually impaired, and they blindfold you, they give you a white cane, you learn how to use that. It's a really cool experience, but like she said, like there does need to be a big group of people to do that. So if that is something you're interested in, we need to make a big group, but it is a very, very, very cool opportunity.
And Ashlyn said she liked the food bank. So if anyone else likes that, we could do that too.
I had a quick question about the food bank. So what if we like added something like a clothes drive or like a blanket drive including in that? Because I know for a fact there's a lot of people that like we could donate like other things other than food, if like that could be an option, just out of curiosity.
So they have, I think it's East Texas Domestic Violence. Thank you. East Texas Crisis Center. We did a clothes drive for them when I was in Zeta. We did a clothes drive for them, and that was really successful. So if you want to do something like that, we could totally add that on if y'all are interested in doing that. They really appreciated all the clothes we brought them. Okay, anyone else? Bueller.
Motioned and seconded to end discussion. So moving on along. So I entertain a motion to close new business. Carried by Senator Vargas and seconded by Senator McAdams. So moving on. So advisor comments. Camry.
Hey guys. So I have this is obviously my second meeting ever with SGA. I'm so thankful to be able to be here with you guys and learn a little bit about this organization. I don't have a lot of comments because I feel like this meeting went pretty smoothly. I hope that you guys were listening when Cynthia was up there. Her area does a lot of great stuff that doesn't always get highlighted. And I think that it could be useful to not only you, but your constituents and like people who are in your colleges who may not know about it. So make sure you share out that information. that Cynthia shared with us. Regarding elections, we will definitely be sharing all of that information in written form. I know sometimes, especially in meetings, when you're hearing things and you're not seeing it on the board, it's hard to like put it to memory. So we will be sharing that information out in written form this week. Okay. And then as far as service, if or when you decide on that, I would love to partner. My office is I'm the Assistant Director of Student Engagement over Leadership and Service and Student Organizations. So happy to help and collaborate on that. Any questions for me? Okay, y'all did great today.
All righty, thank you, Camry. So moving on to announcements. So if you have not sent over anything over to Chloe yet, please do so ASAP. If not, Chloe will get on to you. We also have, yeah, if I can get a drum roll, please. So since we did not meet last week, we have 2 Senator of the Weeks. So the one for last week, can I get a drum roll, please? Amber McAdams. So Amber has been an amazing senator that has been working hard to solve the problems in Ornelas Hall housing. So thank you so much for that, Amber. Can I get a drum roll for this week? Oh, y'all can do better than that. Come on. Anayeli Ocampo. She has done a phenomenal job representing the Palestine Nursing School campus and channeling the distance campus's concerns to the deans. Proud of her. So congratulations to the 2 senators of the week. Now go. We have the motion to adjourn. Do I hear a second? All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Oh, no. The ayes have it. We are adjourned. Y'all have a great night. Bye, all of you on Zoom.